What does that mean for you? Ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely imperative that you go all in on the next 4 years. You have to go all in on the next 4 years. If you have $20,000 in the bank, in 4 years, you better have $100,000 in bank. Now is the time to strategically sit down with your significant other and go, what do we want to do? All right, guys. Wow. Well, hate them, love them. It doesn't really matter. The 45th becomes the 47th, and I would do say by a dang landslide. Like I said, you don't have to love the guy. You don't have to like him. You can hate him. It doesn't really matter. This is where we're at. What does that actually mean? As soon as the next morning when he was, I stayed up till 2:30. And I kind of asked myself, I was like, man, why do I care so much about this? And really, usually I would just go to sleep and just the next day for me isn't really different, right? I don't make any different really strong moves that I did the day before. I go to work, I show up, I serve my people, and I execute. That's what everybody else did. But we had a lot riding on this, right? I've got 3 businesses that are riding on the economy being healthy, that America's economy being healthy, and that certain things are going the way that they should go for American businesses. And I was concerned. I was concerned, and at the video I made prior to about why what it means for Trump to be elected, and those things all remain true. So I immediately had, that next morning, I had an emergency meeting with Johnny Slicks and the entire company. And I basically pulled everybody aside, and we've got some people that are, pro-Trump, and, a small handful of people that don't like the man for whatever reason, because he's brash and whatever, makes mean tweets, which I understand, or used to anyway. Seems like a little bit different of a guy after he almost got his head blown off, which getting shot at will do to you. I know. Nonetheless, what does it mean for now? And I pulled them all together and I said, listen, this is what it means. If he does what he said he's going to do, which I believe he is going to do that because we're already seeing it happen, then the next 4 years is the next 4 years of intentionally setting up your life. Now, listen, he could set this thing in motion to where we get 4 more years and another 4 years, and we're back on track. America's back on track where it needs to be as far as it being a business and us having a thriving economy and us staying healthy and et cetera. But we don't know that. But I know that we have the next 4 years to make some damn moves. So what does that mean? So one of the things that he's going to do is cutting the corporate tax rate. I'm telling you right now, cutting that corporate tax rate from 21 to 15 is going to be huge, because what that means is businesses like myself have an extra 6% to reinvest into the business. Now, what does that typically mean for businesses that reinvest in the business? That means they can pay their people more. They can hire more people. They can scale, right? They can buy, like for instance, maybe we can buy more goods at bulk, which lowers our costs, which means the business makes more profit, which then we can pay more people and we can scale and have more offerings to people. So that's a big one for businesses. Take it from me, when Obama was in office and I was in business, it sucked. The last 4 years sucked. It's amazing that we've grown the way we have in spite of what they've done to the economy. So it's absolutely imperative that businesses have that. I've always laughed. It was like Biden was one of the majority shareholders of our company and he was taking a cut. It was almost like paying the mafia. There's no benefit. They're not helping you in any way, but they're just taking from you. So getting that corporate tax cut is going to be able to pay our employees more, which John and I really, really want to do. Like, we really are passionate about paying people really solid wages because of where the economy is. So just take a look at what the economy has done thus far. And I really mean the market. Bitcoin is on a tear. And I really like to pay attention to the markets because the markets don't lie. So Bitcoin is at an all-time high of $89,000 per coin. 89. My crypto portfolio is looking mighty tasty. The financial markets had an estimate of $1.28 trillion added to it the very day after the election. It's probably even more now. I think the Dow, S&P 500 at all-time high. What does that mean? It means that the world likes stability. The world wants to know what's going to happen. When you have an incompetent leader, there's too much up for grabs. There's too many different directions that we can go. You've seen all of the different conflicts between in Israel and Palestine with Hamas. You've seen the conflicts in Ukraine. You've heard the conflicts of, China and Taiwan. Like, things are bad. And what's happening now? Everybody is all of a sudden minding their P's and Q's. Why? Because we have a leader that is creating stability in America and stability in the world. When you have stability, people can bet on stability. They know that business is going to start booming. They know that things are going to turn around. So what does that mean for you? Ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely imperative that you go all in on the next 4 years. You have to go all in on the next 4 years. If you have $20,000 in the bank, in 4 years, you better have $100,000 in the bank. Now is the time to strategically sit down with your significant other and go, what do we want to do? The economy is going to shift. There's going to be a pivot. There already has been. He's not even in freaking office yet. I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on at the end of this video, so stand by for that. But what I'm telling you right now is get very intentional about what you want to do, what you want to grow. Freddie Mac's going to be dropping interest rates. The Fed is going to drop interest rates. It's going to become a buyer's market again. Now, I don't know what they're going to drop them to, but they're going to drop. Things are going to get better. Our energy cost is going to come down, which means our food costs and gas costs is going to come down. It means you're going to have more money. Do not celebrate or party that money away. Get very intentional about what's going to happen over the next 4 years and prepare yourself for a negative outcome after that 4 years, hoping there's not going to be one. However, plan for it. Stack cash, invest in as much things as possible. If you don't believe in crypto, just throw money in the S&P 500, throw money in real estate, but do something. And I said every single one of these employees that have been these young individuals that we have that work for us that don't have a home. Some of them are still living with their parents. And this is the type of socialist situation that the opposition wanted us to create. And I truly believe that if you're building a family, you have the damn right to own a home. And they've stacked the deck against the younger generation to be able to do that. If you haven't already owned a home, it's damn near impossible for somebody making $60,000, $75,000 a year to own a home. You have to do $125,000 a year to own a home these days. So watch the markets. Follow people on YouTube. Follow people on social media that are talking about this type of subject in detail and get a plan together to establish yourself. To be in 4 years, you should be 4 times the situation that you're in. You should at minimum 4x your lifestyle and your investments and your holdings over the next 4 years. I'm telling you right now, if you do that in 4 years, you're going to come back and say, Nick, I was strategic. I planned. I sat down with my partner. We set our intentions and we executed. If you need help with that and you don't know, message me in the comments. Join the fucking Agoge. I can't tell you guys enough. Get in the damn room. Get linked up with the people that we have in the Agoge network. Your network is your net worth. But that's what you guys have. You guys have 4 years to absolutely change your life for the better. Get your house in order. Make some shit happen. Never quit, never surrender, always forward. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.